PEGI 18.
Hello and welcome back. We are actually going to jump into a map number 3 because we don't want to keep you guys away from us any more than we have to. I'm Brycey, and joining me to bring you the action for this next map coming up, it's my French friend, Jonas.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be casting fabE for the third time, actually, so I've been seeing pretty much all
fabE
of their
fanboy?
games. You know what? Actually, I am, considering how well they've performed yesterday. However, they've not been able to do so against Epsilon today.
Hey, you're playing one of the best and top-rated teams in the entire CWL. And you can see there the scores so far. We've actually had Epsilon beat them 250 to 97 on the hard point and won 6-4 in the Search and Destroy. We are going to go on to evac Uplink. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not they can come back from this and, you know, try and actually make a bigger game.
And I would usually say that most teams are better when they are in the lead, but fabE is one of these teams. I think they're better when they're trailing back. So we'll see.
Is there better good enough, though, to take down Epsilon? That's the real question.
Exactly my thinking. They're better when they're trailing back, but I still don't think they have what it takes to beat Epsilon today.
All right, well, we are about to find out as we jump into the ban and protect phase here. Kivy, VMP, Joe, Flashbang, which means that Epsilon are probably going to ban Concussion next. They've got the double ban, so surprised Reedy hasn't done that already.
Yeah, usually when you see that flash going away, you see the next player is going to ban
Concussion, there we go.
which is
Reedy
exactly what's Reedy done.
Now, if you're sitting there and you're Epsilon, they're going to take probably a little bit longer to take this ban in. Because they're thinking about what they actually want to play this. And Overdrive has gone as well. Yep. We may see active camo go, although on Uplink probably not as much.
Because iCaliber and Rapid Fire are not going yet.
That's true.
So we're probably not going to... Oh!
See?
So Rapid Fire is going to be in. No! High Caliber is...
So this is now actually going to turn into an AR-based game.
I don't know if that's in favor of fabE, to be honest. Because they were the one to get the last pick.
It's interesting, actually. I wonder if Rated was expecting to ban Rapid Fire. He's probably expecting to ban High Caliber. But the interesting thing now is not just this draft. So we'll cover the draft, and I'll go into my point in a second. But we're going to see, especially considering what we've already seen here, we're going to see Heatwave Scythe, maybe Tempest Kinetic. Oh, Annihilator from Gunner League.
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what? I've seen Watson go absolutely massive with it in the game between Vitality and Setters. Yeah, it went like... Once he got like 6 kills with it in like 10 seconds.
Amazing. Well, there we go. That's going to be down here. The difference being Annihilator versus Tempest. A lot of pros nowadays favouring the Tempest. And it seems to be the more pick gun in the CWL. But fabE aren't in the CWL, so they have gone for the Annihilator. Now, the point I was going to make here is the edit a creator class. 90 seconds to kind of work this one out. And because of the bans that have come in, it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to find out actually which way around these go.
Well, hold on.
Wait a minute.
This is not the correct ban.
That says that says High Caliber. I'm fairly certain Rapid Fire was banned.
No, Rapid Fire was banned. There is something.
I'm almost certain.
Yeah, because
that
the rest looks correct, and I'm pretty sure I've seen Rapid Fire as well.
We can't have seen that wrong, can we?
No, it was definitely Rapid Fire. It definitely was 100%.
I'm so confused, Jonas.
Yeah, me too.
I don't understand.
What is going on? This is what happens when you put in a Frenchman and an Englishman. Something goes wrong.
Something does go wrong. I'm not a little bit confused actually that High Caliber is up there instead of Rapid Fire. Not entirely.
We're going to see the classes as well.
We will, and that will determine it because I'm sure High Caliber was in, and that, like I said, that changes the game and it moves it more towards ARs.
But Rapid Fire is actually the opposite way around because it works very well for SMGs as well.
But also, it makes things like the Man of War more proficient.
Yeah, but it's like it works for both, in my opinion. It just really, really changes the way the game is being played.
Yeah. So we are going to find out that, kind of clarify that in just a few seconds, or all of mine and Jones's theory crafting goes out the window. But we are going to find out now. I'm interested to see now, because the problem is now I'm sitting and I'm trying to predict what's going to happen here, and everything I've predicted it might be wrong because I'm not sure if it was High Caliber or Rapid Fire.
No, it was Rapid Fire.
I'm sure it was Rapid Fire.
It was Rapid Fire. I don't know how High Caliber got onto that graphic, but
so we might see Shivas.
No,
you don't reckon we'll see Shivas? I reckon we'll see at least a Shiva.
Well,
we'll definitely see a Shiva. 100%. I reckon Torres is going to run a Shiva.
If there is High Caliber, yeah.
Torres is going to run a Shiva.
Yeah.
Almost guaranteed.
Or it could. I wouldn't be surprised if German did it. Even Barca.
Maybe.
Because, you know, he's been playing with all the weapons for all the videos he's making online, so he's definitely got probably a lot of experience with all the weapons.
Well, hey, if he goes out now, we'll have more time to make videos. That's how it works.
Exactly. And yesterday I actually spoke with him because he had done an M8 ban. I was like, I was kind of surprised he did that because I thought that was your best weapon. I was like, no, I've been playing the game so much, I literally don't care what AR I got to use. I'm fine with every AR.
Okay, well, we're about to find out how true that actually is as we get into this one and see what they are actually going to be using. I think that's the first thing I'm going to do when we jump into this game. Also,
this is my only question.
If I remember correctly, Afterburner wasn't banned either, so there's going to be some interesting ones here. We actually saw it earlier on. Right, so Radiant is going to be running the M8. Kuna, M8. Kuna.
Yeah, we can't.
Weevil, M8.
There doesn't seem to be any rapid fire or... I don't see it so far. We're going to see in the game very fast if the eye caliber's in or not. Anyway, Joe is going to pick up that drone straight away, though, and go onto that left side, which is exactly what you would expect going onto that side.
With the Afterburner being still into this game here, it just allows plays like this. I mean, you can get one from so many angles. Unless you miss.
Or you can miss it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that. That's another way to play this game. Who's that who's actually gone through? It's Moose that was trying to overextend here, and he has been shot by Barca. Kiwi now will have control of drone, and he's going to have to wait because he has no support with him.
Yeah, and Moose is straight behind him, so there's kind of a problem for Kiwi right now that he has to stay alive, he has to make those kills count. And exactly what he's going to do. Using that Weevil, I mean, I've been seeing the Weevil a lot this weekend, Brycey.
Yeah, me too. It does seem to come into it here, and I think it's a big clip that people really like. The ability to just keep flying. But Epsilon seem to be getting a little bit louder. They have got this. It's now going to be Torres. Torres left alone, breaks through the glass here, looking to see if he can hold this one down. Down he goes to Mooseman, and it will now be in control of Epsilon, but 3 members of fabE are in the way.
Yeah, but however, Kiwi, once again, we've talked about how influential he was for fabE yesterday. And once again, proving that with that double
Moose
kill.
Moose is going to have to run here. He's got armor. He's somehow still alive with that armor. And now they're going to try and do it down. Surely he's going to go for the building throw.
He's got no armor, and Torres is going to drop him very easily. Kiwi is still on the kill streak. And really
called that one perfectly. Called it perfectly.
That's a very nice play from Reedy. Just staying alive there, making sure that fabE can't get the control. I think Reedy's
running high caliber then, because that should have killed him if he was.
Yeah. So probably maybe the players were like, let's just not use it.
Maybe. We're going to find out as we continue to get into the rest of this game here. But right now, still 0-0 in this uplink between these two squads. Joe is going to hold this one down and be very, very cautious. Taking a little swim, comes back out again, looking for his second kill, not quite able to get it. Gets outgunned by Barca. Nice
movement from Barca in that gunfight with the M8. Barca not really been showing as, you know, what I expected out of him from what I've seen him previously in Cologne, but still playing very good, and he's on a 3-kill streak right now. He's going to be the one in control of that drone, and he's actually got the support of his teammate. Gunnerly making those 2 kills very important, and it could be a 2-point play unless something went wrong, and it's going to be a 2-point play.
Well, there you go. fabE will take the lead now into this one, and they will be looking for that relay here. Can they make a few kills to try and get this one locked down? Kiwi makes one. Rated takes them down now, and Kiwi's actually been a name on a lot of people's lips over this weekend. Not only performing so well, to the point where teams and players really want to see him in the CWL next season, with or without the rest of his fabE squad.
No, absolutely. I think it would be a shame not to see Kiwi in the league. However, it could well happen if fabE were to lose this, as they are currently trailing 2-0 to Epsilon. And right now, fabE, they got to make this next 2 minutes count because they're on the better side of the map, so they need to get some points in. 2-0 is not a good enough lead on that side.
No, most certainly isn't. And I think Ray is going to go for a 1 here. Will it be intercepted? That's the question. He's gone for it high, and it has been intercepted as well. Gunnerly will pick that one out of the sky.
That was a big catch from Gunnerly.
I mean, you knew it was going to happen. They were stacking the site anyway. I mean, that's the reason Rated went high. Rated tried to put it in the top, so they couldn't intercept it, and Gunnerly will return that, and it has been intercepted again. Rated says, well, you catch mine, I'm going to catch yours.
Exactly what it is, Brycey, and very nice play out of both teams, just very cautious and making sure none of
saving him here a little bit. He's got a HVK as well, Rated.
Is he going to be able to make it? He's got support of his teammate.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, somehow that 8-wave is going to kill him. And we've seen so many times that 8-wave just drop in players when they were trying to wall run. The kills are going towards Epsilon's favor. However, not able to score anything. But I think they're just fine with it because they know that second side is going to be better. He's on the 4-kill streak.
Oh, he's got another one as well. Almost cuts his teammate in half. Picks off that next kill as well. Going on a streak. As already gets another kill. They're going to be looking for the 2 here at the same time. He almost gets that one, but will unlock his side. He was so close to streaks as well. But that was all off the back of Reedy opening up with that M8.
Yeah, it was Reedy versus fabE, literally. There was just like a drone carrier and Epsilon to put that 2-point in. However, Moo's not going to be able to find any more. 30 seconds left, and I think the way it's looking right now, it's still going to be 2-2.
They're going to go for one more. I think. Look at this, Joe. If Joe needs to make this kill, he's got Heat Wave as well. Going to pop that.
Yep.
Looking for the next kill. Trying to get that one. Not able to get it as well. But Kivi's damaged enough. They're going to be looking for this one. Ooh. Does he have anything?
Reedy, can he make that 1 point happen?
Oh.
And he's not. It's being caught again.
Tries to get it. I think he managed to drop it, but no. Will end up being reset there. Not quite able to make anything happen. Reedy went for it. Not quite able to get it, but it will be 2-1 fabE leading Epsilon at the half.
Such a slow game as well. It's been very, very passive. Both teams just making sure they weren't getting any points. But, you know, I've seen Reedy times and time again just sitting above that drone, just controlling the area, just making sure fabE couldn't do anything with the drone, extend the lead, and I think that was the right tactic. Now they're going to be on the right side of the preferable side of the map, and I do expect them to just dominate from now on.
Well, this is the man I want to keep an eye on here. For me, so influential in any of fabE's success. Let's see whether or not he can do it again. Already, he is now running away back towards his own drone, and so many of his teammates have gone down. Kiwi, though, now coming back. It's going to be Moose who's going to be first up to see him. And he may have slipped the net hit. Gets a kill as well. Takes down Reedy. And Kiwi's in a great position to make something of this now. Epsilon are going to have to defuse it. I think they're going to have
Joe doesn't have his hit wave either.
No, he's going to try and get the one. Did he get it? No, slightly overshot. And he is going to go down. It's only Torres who's going to be left alive for that squad. Raiders going to be looking for him as well.
Such a shame because all the kills went towards Epsilon, and Kiwi made it happen somehow. He just wasted that 1-pointer. He can't have that. You can't have that.
If they had a little bit more control there, Epsilon, I wouldn't have been surprised to see Raid actually pop that Tempest. Try to get a few kills with it as well, but Moose is picking up 2 here. Reedy is dialing in on this player at the top. Not going to ever get him. Moose Man picks him up as well. It's going to be big there for Moose.
And I'm just looking at Reedy right now.
Oh, that Tempest has come out. That's definitely rated, I can hear.
And the 2-point goes in for Epsilon, now in the lead for the first time in that game. And you can see that's exactly why this side of the map is preferable. If you can set up for that spawn trap, then it's very easy to do on some relays. And whoever is in the middle for fabE is going to have to go big now. Unfortunately, that was Gunley in the
Rated is holding it down as well. Oh my goodness, Rated had a little bit of a slow start, now on a 5 streak. They may end up passing for him for streaks. I don't know if they're going to. They are going to do it as well. They have got it, and he now has that lightning strike, and he wants out of there. He wants to stay alive and unlock everything. Got to remember, he has a Wraith on him as well, and that will really flip this game around. He's actually pinging his lightning strike as well. Moose will pull that one away, but that lightning strike will give them a little bit of breathing room, as all of fabE will have to duck inside.
Oh,
Kiwi, though,
Kiwi once again.
Kiwi doesn't care, but Reedy will go down, but Joe makes a massively clutch kill, but he goes down as well. Gun Elite should now be able to do this one, as I'm desperately trying to get on board with him. Yeah,
and the good thing is that Rated had to waste his L-Storm because Kiwi got away, so that was kind of a good play out of Kiwi, even though he didn't manage to score any points out of it. He got that L-Storm wasted now. They are 5-2 down. They're going to need to make something extremely special if they want to come back into that game.
Well, Rated alive here, does get EMP'd, backs off a little bit, waiting for the rest of the squad here. Joe may flank.
Rated still
on
an 8
he got a Wraith. It must have been Rated. Rated is on an 8th streak. He ended up getting his Wraith. That's what he was waiting for. And this could change the game.
Yeah, that's very, very, very bad news for the Germans.
Very bad news for the Germans.
And they don't have Tempest. If they had Tempest, they could actually drop that race pretty fast, but they don't, unfortunately.
Let's have a quick look at fabE, see what they've got. Scythe is miles away. Annihilator, this is the issue for them here. They cannot stand out. They're going to go down. This is pretty much going to be super one-sided now, as Raiden picks up 2 with his Wraith. Mooseman picks up another kill. And if you're fabE, you're now panicking. You're sitting there going, what on earth do we do?
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? You have no way of dropping that race fast enough. It's going to pick another 2 kill, and now it's just like a free run for Reedy. Is going to put the 9th point in for Epsilon. Just 7 points in the lead with 1 minute 47. The Germans are going to go home early, I think.
They most certainly are, and I'm not going to lie. I'm going to sit here, I'm going to just clap for Rated. Had a slow start, but my goodness, what an explosive second half. Gets an 8-kill streak, including a dunk, which his teammates set up for him.
That was
played
really well
his
played.
life for his streaks, and the streak now is raining hell and brimstone and fire and destruction on the team of fabE. This was a close game.
It was a close game until that race came in. And Rated also building up that 8th streak with the Tempest.
Yeah.
We see the Tempest being so powerful in that tournament.
Goodness.
And see, once again, Rated is going to pick up one more kill. And earlier, I've seen Mad Cat as well pick up a 4-piece to allow a Millennium to win the first map in our point. It's been very, very influential so far.
If you're a fabE fan, this has got to really be a knife in the gut. Your team were winning. They looked really, really good. And they could have maybe taken Epsilon down. But the problem being is that Epsilon just found a new gear to accelerate into.
Yeah, they were just too strong going into that uplink, and unfortunately, it was kind of the story of the whole series. As
Kimmy chasing down Moose with the drone.
Our point wasn't even close. That's the worst part.
Yeah,
and that is probably, in my opinion, fabE's best game time.
Yeah, I think that's what struck me so much. When I saw that 250 to 97, it really was a surprise to come down. But the Torres managed to get a few consolation kills there right at the end. But just unbelievable. I mean, Moose went 30 and 18 as well.
How did that go unnoticed? I don't know.
It's Moose. He moves in mysterious ways.
Exactly. And that's going to be it.
Oh, look, just bring that up. Well, there we go. That is all over. And like I said, it started close. fabE managed to get a point right at the end there. But unbelievable. I mean, Rated managed to pick up that streak. Went on a massive tear to actually end up getting it as well. Epsilon just have a higher level. That's it.
They just played better. They just played better.
They just are better.
It just wasn't enough for fabE. And I think fair play to them. They've done a nice tournament.
Yeah.
They went out the groups. They had a tough group with Rift being in the pool, and they beat them 2-1 yesterday. I think that the goal for them was really to qualify for that bracket and making sure they racked up some points for the challenge division.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, this is one of the things we talk about, the disparity here. Epsilon, like I said, a lot of the questions this tournament are about where they actually end up stacking up against the other big boys. Now, fabE aren't even in that equation, and you can see why by the game we just watched. Epsilon are a cut above. Some of these games come down here just to kind of wrap you up what we have actually seen so far. Infuse took down Orbit, so they progressed to the round of 8. You've got Splice, have taken down No Good Gaming. We've got XL, have taken down Hyper Games as well.
So no challenge team has won yet.
No, it's one of the ones we're not expecting to see. Looks like TCM do take down Ionide, and they will be facing Millennium, who also took down Enraged. Epsilon took down fabE, and the Vitality Exertus game must have finished by now as well.
They're on the 4th map. It's 2-1 is to Exertus, so Vitality was 5-5 on SND when I left.
Well, I think it looks like it's ended maybe in I want to say in Vitality's favor, but we'll get that confirmed as well here. So the next matchup's coming in. We are still to see Team LDLC versus Rampage Tempo. That game is in fact going on as well. But we will be seeing...
It was 2-1 to Tempo before CTF.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. We will be seeing Splice XL. Now, that's a matchup we do see so often because they're kind of 4th and 5th in a lot of people's rankings. So they match up fairly frequently. Millennium versus TCM. If you're TCM, you'll be saying, well, we had a good run. That's a lot of them here. I know, I'm fairly certain, speaking with some of the Millennium guys last night, they know how TCM play. They know how to counter them. They're super confident actually coming into this matchup.
Yeah, and I can only see Millennium taking it. They've been playing well. You know, it's one of those teams. They always show up at LAN, especially in a big tournament like that. They're in the UK. I don't see them losing that one.
No, me either. And it's just a question whether or not Epsilon end up facing Vitality or Exertus. That's the real question here. So that should be coming up soon. We'll get that last update actually coming on for you now. I believe in just a minute we're actually going to go to an interview with one of the players from Epsilon. We'll get to that in just a few seconds. But final thoughts on that one?
Sorry?
Final thoughts on the bracket and what we've seen so far?
Well, what we've seen so far is just challenge division struggling to beat those pro teams, which is to be expected. And I think the only difference could be that Team Tempo could be taken down to LDLC, and I'm really looking forward to see those French teams are the ones struggling against the challenge. Kind of like what we spoke about, you know, the French, you know, they can be good, but they can also lose to anyone. Yeah. And that Vitality Exertus game, I was actually casting in French just before, and it was extremely close. I
think what you actually done there is nailed it completely. The French can beat almost anybody on the day. Yeah. They can also lose to just about anybody at the same time.
Exactly.
So they can lose to a top 16 and beat a top 2 team. Anyway, it's enough of us rambling. Let's throw it over to Joe, and he is with a good friend of mine named Reedy.
Thanks, Bryson.